So hey there YouTube, this is Filippo Depot. You probably are surprised to see something a little different in terms of my channel content. Usually I'm just uploading music rips or just straight up songs from digital releases there. But no, today I've got something a little more special. I wanted to try something new, and hey, maybe we'll see if we'll get more of this content on the channel, or maybe the second channel, but regardless. We recently had a CD release. It's definitely related to that baby over there. Just got my box in the mail. So I'm going to do a bit of a unboxing, show off the contents there. So we've got our brand new OST release, all properly bubble wrapped and everything. Please bear with me as well. This is my first time doing any kind of like unprompted, unscripted recording of anything. But we'll see how it goes. Anyways, we've got a beautiful piece of artwork here for the CD itself. We have everything else in terms of the information. We have our track list back here and everything. It's pretty sweet, pretty dope. I'll even bring in the first volume, because this is the second volume of the OST for Pocket Monsters, otherwise known as maybe Pokemon 2019. If you do watch it in the English dub or other languages, the majority of them, it is known as Pokemon Journeys, though unfortunately a lot of this music doesn't end up getting used in the international dubs, which is a shame, but that's a topic for another day there. Alright, so getting the shrink wrapping off, it's going to come with a little bit of that. You can tell my camera's not exactly going to focus nicely all the way through, but that's just the very nature of this amateur production, eh? But yeah, comes off in one piece just like that very nicely. Already getting my fingerprints all over the glass there, but that's fine. And then of course we have this handy dandy spine cover here. I usually keep these inside of the jewel case once I end up opening my CD and everything. But okay, so I guess something important to note about this is that this is indeed a soundtrack release for the current series that is airing. The music is done by Yuki Hayashi, who also did the music for the first volume there. He took over as composer and arranger of the main series from long-running musician Shinji Miyazaki, who, well, he's definitely my favorite. Hayashi's still got lots of talent to bring forward. Other audiences might know Hayashi from shows such as Haikyuu and My Hero Academia. Let's open it up. Now, when it comes to the actual CD contents, there we go. So, something important to note with a lot of these releases, not just for Pokemon, but the CD releases in general, is that this is the first press release. So, what's cool about the first press is that it actually comes with full color art. It's pretty sweet in regards to having this in the collection, because I do have actually plenty of CDs there which are not the first pressing, and therefore their art is either very gray or just a weird selection of colors there. But on top of that, this bit of front album art is actually a little booklet here. Yeah, we get the booklet out. Leave that clear, so if you want you could display the disc by itself in its full color glory. But another advantage of getting the first press release versus later pressings is that you get a neat little set of stickers there. And then the booklet is, as far as I can tell, pretty standard fare, pretty similar to the original Volume 1 release there. But you get stuff about the characters, other kinds of liner notes, and you get the track list as well. Now, something really important to note about this particular soundtrack release is that for the first time we actually have digital exclusive tracks. So the online streaming and download release of this OST album has an additional 13 tracks that are not present on this CD. Now, a number of them are basically just bonuses, such as having vocal-less versions of certain pieces here and there, though there are also some original tracks to keep an eye out there for as well. So there is a line of exclusivity there. So ultimately what you want is totally up to your preferences. I definitely love the advantage of having some cool physical media to just pop in wherever, or even just show off, having the collection there as well. But ultimately as well, having more tracks is really nice too. It is a shame that they decided to release them like this. Unfortunately, you're essentially going to have to double dip if you're a huge fan of this music, but there are ways to get around at least the regional restrictions. Because if you are going for the digital release, you're going to have to take a few extra steps to be able to stream or buy and download them if you want to support this. So I will actually be leaving in the description a few links to some articles that will basically explain how you, through the use of maybe certain VPN programs or other technicalities and loopholes, can enjoy this soundtrack on the go, digitally, whether it is through streaming or downloading. However, I will also leave down below in the description a bunch of links so that you can order the physical CD if that's more to your kind of preference. Ultimately, a big thing about supporting the soundtrack release, which I will very much encourage, is that Pokemon has sort of seen a bit of a drought, especially lately, in terms of its huge music library, not really getting any sort of commercial release or having its music physically available. Shinji Miyazaki's works from the last 25 years of the franchise, the majority of them have gone unreleased, especially the series that have come right before this, Sun and Moon, XY, and Black and White. And even then, besides the TV series themselves, the movies have a ton of unreleased tracks, especially from back in the 90s and everything as well. So ultimately, what I want to get across from here is, hey, you know what, I love that we are all able to share and enjoy this music as a community, but at the same time, I do want to encourage everybody, if they can afford it, of course, and if they want to, give financial support to these kinds of releases a lot. They don't really happen that often these days, and they're ultimately going to be the best way of showing to certain executives that, hey, we want to see more content like this, and we're willing to shell out for it. Yeah, I guess in regards to this, again, extremely amateur, unscripted, overall just janky video here, that really didn't even involve that much unboxing. There's not really too much to this release that you need to show off there. I'm down and open for any feedback, criticism, even in the comments. It is a little harder for me to keep track of the comments here and there, so I will also leave a link to my Discord and Twitters down below, because my DMs are open, even if it's unrelated to the soundtrack release. That's pretty much it. So now we have a brand new release of some beautiful background music. Yuki Hayashi definitely stepped it up this time around for this volume, and hopefully we see many more to come in the future. But for the time being, it is a very welcome addition to the collection. But alright, with that, that is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys maybe next time. Peace.